Okay, so the first part of this is about evaluating using variables. Okay, it's nothing extravagant. However, some of you guys just don't, you're not getting it, okay? So our first one, we have an x. So instead of x, our x equals what?
4.
4, so put the 4 there. Okay, the sign is going to stay there. So minus, parenthesis, we have a z. What is our z?
-3.
-3. We already have a minus here, so put a minus. Now we have another z. So what is z? -3, okay? And right here is where some of you guys are screwing it up, and so that's why I say use parentheses and use them a lot, okay? Is because some of you guys forget this minus, and it changes everything if you don't have it, okay? So, and now you do your order of operations. Somebody knocking?
That's what I thought.
No, that wasn't it.
Oh, okay. Okay, so minus is going to be a plus. So you got 4 minus -3 plus 3. Okay, same thing, we're doing our order of operations, so we need to do inside the parentheses first. So, -3 plus 3, 0. Okay, so we got 4 minus 0, which is just 4. Can I scroll? Yes? Okay, 3. Same thing. Plug in the stuff where it goes. So our first one is a r. What is our r?
-6.
-6 minus, we have another r. So -6 minus, parentheses, we got q plus q. So -4 plus, and we have another q, -4. Okay, what do we deal with first? The parentheses first. So -4 plus -4 is -8. Okay, it should be minus -8. Okay, there's already a minus outside there, so don't get your minuses all mixed up. Okay, go through here, change all your minuses to a what? To a plus. So it's really -6 plus 6 plus 8. Once you're at this step, even with your order of operations, the addition and subtraction, it doesn't matter which order you do. You can do it all in the same line. The other steps kind of do matter. So -6 plus 6 is 0, plus 8 is just going to be 8. Can I scroll? Okay, 5 says 3 squared plus QP. Okay, what's it mean if they're right next to each other? It means multiply. Okay, so when you're working with negatives, be very careful about multiply because, so we have 3 squared plus QP. So if you put just Q and then we have P, what's it look like? What's this look like? QP. 5 minus 6. But is it? No. What is it really? It's times. Okay, so this is where I say use parentheses, use them frequently. Okay, so 5 times -6 is going to be -30 for this whole guy. And I got 3 squared plus -30. Okay, so we did our parentheses. Now we need to do our exponents. What's 3 squared? 9 plus -30. -21. if you look at your page, you can see that the rest of these are all fractions, because if I had to pinpoint one area where you guys are sucking, it's the fractions. Okay? Not all of you, but there's more of you than there are doing bad than there are good. Okay? Okay, so the first chunk of them is addition. What type of fraction is the first one?
Mixed fraction.
Mixed. What's the second one? Improper. Perfect. Okay. What do you need to do first with any mixed fraction?
Change it to
We gotta convert it.
convert.
Okay. Now, I've said this and I will say it again. You do not use the minus sign when you're doing a conversion. Okay, so the first thing, just straight up drop the minus down here. It's already there, ready to go for you. Okay, so you don't forget it. You do not use the minus sign with the conversion. Because if you do, then you either multiply by that negative or you end up adding it in somehow or subtracting it when you don't need to, okay? So we multiply and then add. Okay, so you got multiplication over here and you add up top. So 3 times 2 is 6 plus 1, 7. So you got 7 on top and 2 on the bottom. Okay, you keep the bottom the same. Do we do anything with that second fraction? I'm sorry, young man. Do you want me to take your phone? Okay. Put it right. Okay. Now, what do we check next? What would be our next check thing that we need to check? Okay. The next thing that you would need to check is if the bottoms are the same. Okay. Are they? Yeah. So you can add or subtract straight across. What if they're not? You gotta multiply. You gotta multiply to get them to be the same bottom number, okay? So always check, make sure that they're the same bottom number. So in this case they do. So you really got -7 plus 3 to just give you -4 over 2, okay? Now, I'm well aware that 4 over 2 is just 2, okay? 4 divided by 2 is just 2. Leave it improper. Leave it just like that, okay? Circle it and be done with it. Before I forget, convert this one. It's really 8 over 4. I just did it for you. Change the 2 to an 8 over 4. Okay, look at 9. What type of fractions are those? They're both mixed. What do you need to do first? Convert. So 2 times 2 is 4 plus the 1, 5 over what? 2. Okay, convert the next one. 3 times 6 plus 1, 19 over 6. What do you need to check next? If the bottoms are the same, are they? No. Okay, so now we need to say, well, how can I get them to be the same bottoms? I have a 2 and a 6. So what's the common thing that they share? 12.
Wait, no, not 4.
6 is also another one. Okay, so if I multiply this one by 3, 2 times 3 is going to give me 6, right? If I multiply this by 6, what would I get? 12. Then I would have to multiply this one by what to give me 12? 2. So pick your poison. It does not matter. I'm going to do 3 because then I only have to multiply one of them. Okay, so if I multiply this whole one times 3, okay, if you do it to the, you have to do it to the top and bottom. So 3 times 5 is going to be 15. 3 times 2 is going to be 6. The second one we're leaving alone. Now, do they have the same bottom?
Yes.
Perfect, so we're ready to move on. Okay, now you can add or subtract the tops. 29, 34. 34. Can I scroll? Okay, find each difference, okay, difference